Hi guys, James here from the Mad Tin Hatter blog. Just doing an update video this year on my German Armour. This is an area of my collection which I've expanded quite a lot in the last 12 months. I spent a good few months last year working on these, building it up, getting the force together. So I thought I'd just show it off a little bit. And it's a bit of a kind of focused force based on some historical units. So I'll just go through them. And let's start over here, I think. So I have here 5. These are Plastic Soldier Company and they are built as Panther A's. And they are representative of vehicles from the 1st Battalion SS Panzer Regiment 12. I've actually marked them up as being from 2nd Company. Technically speaking, this whole force represents SS Kampfgruppe Waldmullers, who took part on the Totalize counterattacks of the 8th of August 1944 against the Canadians, British and Polish units that were taking part in that operation. Kampfgruppe Waldmullers was mainly made up of Panzer IVs, which we have in the centre here. These are marked up from 7 Company or the 7th Company, 2nd Battalion SS Panzer Regiment 12. And some Panthers, which I've done. The Panthers actually came from the maintenance unit of the 12th SS Panzerdivision. They were vehicles which were being repaired, and due to the severity of the fighting and the urgency to plug the hole the Allies had blasted in the German lines, these Panthers were rushed forward. So technically speaking, these would be tanks from all different parts of the 1st Battalion, SS Panzer Regiment 12, but my OCD got the better of me, so they are all marked up as being one Zug, I think is the phrase. One troop, basically. Similarly, my Panzer IVs are marked up for 7th Company. I've got the command at the front, 2 resin and metal Panzer IVs from Battlefront. Behind them I've got 10 Plastic Soldier Company Panzer IVs. Just followed my usual basing style for these. These make up the bulk of the German armoured forces that I have. Now there are plastic Panther A's coming from Battlefront. I might be tempted to expand and get another, basically build up to a full company of Panthers, but I'll see. I've also got another 5 Plastic Soldier Company Panzer IVs to build and paint to make this full unit up to a full company. But yeah, happy with these. I've gone for my usual kind of very subtle style of foliage on them. I feel like foliage is one of these areas when you're doing models that if you overdo it, you totally can ruin. No matter how good your paint job is, if you overdo the foliage, you can just totally ruin it. So I've gone for it very light and subtle, using seafoam branches and some leaf kind of scatter flock stuff I have. Nice and simple on them. At the back I've got a couple of Tigers. These are the 2 old ladies of the force, the first kind of German vehicles I got, care of Lee. They are decaled up to be 101st Schwer Panzer Abteilung, the 101st SS Schwer Panzer Abteilung. So these will represent Tigers from the same counterattack force on the 8th of August. Over here I have some artillery support for my SS tanks. These are Wesps and they are marked up roughly to be from the 1st Battalion Panzer Artillery Regiment 12. So that's the SS Panzer Artillery Regiment 12 from 12th SS Panzer Division. Behind, I'll start at the front here, I've got some Wesps, a couple of Wesps. I ended up building them without the gun shield as I saw historic references where they didn't have a gun shield on them and the gun shield struggled to fit in the space on the model. These are from 2nd Battalion SS Panzer Regiment 12 as well, same as the Panzer IVs. Behind them I've got some Heer troops. These are Brumbars, 2 of them, and they are from 217 Sturmpanzer Abteilung. They were present in Normandy. They actually took part in the fighting during Totalize. A couple of them were knocked out by Canadian tanks that had penetrated the German lines. So I decided to include a couple of them. I also painted up some more Stugs, which I'll show off in another video, because technically they are here under Heer artillery, and I've got a lot of artillery to show off. I'm going to try and keep my artillery kind of armoured for my SS, so I have another 3 Wesps and some Hummels to do, which will bulk them up. I've also got some truck mounted 2cm anti-aircraft guns that I would quite like to do, because I think that would be cool. I've got all sorts of add-ons to do for these various units. Currently I have enough Tigers built but waiting painting to do the full Tiger force that took part on the 8th of August, including Whitman. I have the support for that Tiger company in the form of recce and anti-aircraft. I've got plans and the models to do a Panzerjäger company from 12th SS Panzerdivision, who were equipped with Jagdpanzer 4s. So I've got 10 of those to build and paint at some point. I've also got enough of the 250/9 new armoured cars to do an SS Panzerpa company for 12th SS, and with the plastics coming out from Battlefront, which will allow me to build the transport half-tracks and things for them as well, I'll probably end up doing an infantry, armoured infantry, a recce armoured infantry, and who knows what else for my SS once I get around to painting SS infantry. So that's it for these guys. I said that kind of concentrated effort last year to get a lot of this done. It was interrupted by me building my 15mm scale landing craft tank and painting a couple of other things, but quite happy with how they turned out. So yeah, if you bear with me, I'll have some other videos to do with the various British and German infantry and artillery that I've done. Thanks guys.